Interstate 205, Oregon, Portland. Alright, we are talking about the 205. The Portland bypass is what we'll be talking about today. We see looking at his route, it just doesn't bypass around Portland. Portland, Oregon, not Portland, Maine. Right now, you are watching Super Reviews. If you guys aren't subbed, please sub. When we get to 1,000 subs, we'll open up a Discord server. Yeah, that server. Looking forward to it. Alright, I've been a little sick recently once again, so I'm going to be a bit slow on these. You can request your exit per section in the comments. It is free, please. And we have a US 1 Supercut on Thursday. First of 3 in 2 weeks. So we see here, the northbound Supercut request will close at 6 a.m. March 20th, but you could still request for the southbound Supercut. Alright, let's do northbound 205. So we begin south of Portland on I-5. We're going to get North Portland for 5. Oregon City will be our starting control city. We see coming the other way on I-5, we do get 5 South Salem and 205 Oregon City. Right away, we do get cool, usual Oregon sceneries. We've been in Oregon before, so this is kind of what you would expect. And at very rare changes, we do get Oregon City as our primary, so we're not getting like any further city. Here's 10th Street, which should really be at exit 10. Come on, Oregon, you're 4 miles off. And we do get a cool rest area. And these mountain views are really cool. I like to skate in this area sometime. Here's our Oregon City exit. If you're coming in northbound, you would get off at 43 right here. Here's the look of downtown Oregon City. I think it is a big suburb of Portland, I would assume. And this is a cool historic marker because this is the end of the Oregon Trail, and I think it ends in like Kansas City or St. Louis. Now leaving Oregon City, we get Seattle and the Dallas as our next control city, so those are fine. See on mountain sides, we get Oregon City at quarter mile, Gladstone and Estacada at 3. See going further down the road, we're crossing the Willamette River, and we don't see it because these trees are in the way. And at Rare Ranches now, we do get Portland, but that kind of makes sense because 224 goes directly to Portland. We do see right here that 224 gets off from Milwaukee. Wow! And we get 205 to Dallas and Seattle. But we're still in Portland at Rare Ranches, so they might be doing it for the I-84 junction or something like that. Man, here's exit 17 Foster Road. This would be the street exit to get to downtown Portland. And here's US 26. Next time we're in Portland, I will be getting to this one, so be prepared for US 26. And after US 26, it is just Seattle. So no more Portland stuff going on here. We meet I-84 west for Portland. 205 will now be signed north for just Seattle, and only Seattle it should be. But we do meet eastbound 84 for the Dallas, and we get Portland Airport, Seattle for our direction. After I-84, this is on US 30, and we still get Portland Airport and Seattle as our control cities. We move on to the Portland Airport, and we don't have a pull-through sign here, so that's unfortunate. We are crossing the Jackson Bridge over the Columbia River, and it's pretty cool views. You can kind of see Mount Hood from all the way here. On mountain signs now, we get Seattle as our primary at 171. So that's a big choice there. Unfortunately, there's no Welcome to Washington sign that I could find, so I just haven't shown off a picture of this bridge. Here's Highway 14, which goes to downtown Vancouver, Washington, and it's the main freeway of southern Washington. And this is the best we'll get for a Welcome to Washington sign. We just get entering Vancouver, Washington, not the one in Canada. We see in Washington, they will do what Oregon did. They do sign Seattle, which is perfect. And we get a desert ish freeway here. So this is not Eastern Washington. This is near the I-5 area. See, Pulver is now at Washington 500. We're still in 205, just Seattle. So well done here. And I jump ahead to the end. This is our last exit for 205, and we'll be jumping onto I-5 for Seattle. And here we go at the end of 205, which main line goes to northbound I-5. Alright, let's turn around and go the other way, down southbound 205. Once again, we'll begin off I-5, where we get Vancouver, Portland. 205 will be signed south for Salem. So, doing the long shot there. See, it is Salem at random interchanges, and we get Washington State, Vancouver. Okay. And we get 4-lane freeway here in the Portland metro area, which is pretty weird. We're not that far east of Portland, so that's weird. Here's the Patton Parkway at exit 32. And I do get sick again. See, random interchanges now. It is Seattle for north, Salem for south. Those are sensible choices for now. Mileage signs give us 84 and 7 at I-5 at 30 miles away, so no Salem or any city. Well, this is on 14 where we get 205 for Seattle and Salem, and kind of get mention of the airport here. Crossing the Columbia River, once again, we'll now be heading into Oregon. Unfortunately, I can't find a welcome to Oregon sign, so this is the best we'll get. A ruined sunshine for the Portland Airport exit. Moving on, this is for coming from the Portland Airport. We're going to get 84205 for Portland and Salem. The US 30, which goes to downtown Portland, or maybe the north of it. And we have Mount Hood and Columbia River Gorge for I-84 here. Here's I-84 for down to Dallas. 205 for Portland and Salem. Looking at the I-84 interchange, they're not concurrent, but they're parallel to each other for a mile. So it's weirdly set up here. And now, this is on I-84, where we get 205 south for Salem, which is, I think, is a good choice. See, coming from US 26, it's still Salem, so it's been Salem this whole time, wow. And moving on, we're heading towards Oregon City. And we're not in an urban freeway, so it's a bypass, so it kind of makes sense. Moving on to 224, we get Estacada and Milwaukee, no Portland. And here's our Oregon City exit, Highway 99E, which is a famous highway throughout Oregon. Across the Willamette River and through Oregon City. And I don't think we can see the Oregon Trail from here. Anyways, Salem will be our final control city, and our only control city going in this direction. See, at the end, we're going to be meeting I-5 shortly, so we get 5 North Portland and 5 South Salem. And here's our end, 5 North Portland and 5 South Salem. That'll do it for today. After we do, the weight should be for Portland 205. So north should be Oregon City, Boise, Seattle to I-84, and Seattle. No point for the Dallas. Boise is much bigger draw for I-84. Coming the other way should be Boise to I-84, Oregon City and Salem, and then Salem the rest of the way. Alright, please put in requests for free for the US 1 northbound supercar coming to you on Thursday.